Our training.
You're gonna go to Baguio?
Yeah.
What's your opinion of Victor Ortiz? I know you know him a little bit. You're kind of friendly with him a little bit. Do you think he has any chance with Mayweather?
I know Victor Ortiz, and I spar with him a couple times, and he's strong. I think he's stronger than Floyd, and that's his advantage to Floyd. You know, I mean, but the problem is Floyd is faster than him. He has to focus on that, to study the advantage of
Manny, are there any concerns going into any concerns during the match that you may have?
I don't know, concern. I'm excited to the fight.
Manny, why will this fight be any easier or different than the first two? Why will this fight be easier, and why will you think it'll be easier?
I'm not saying it's gonna be an easier fight, but I have to train hard, and I'm making myself really 100% condition on November 12th. And you know, although I improve a lot since we fight twice, but I have to have a serious training.
Are there any hopes of the Mayweather Pacquiao fight like everyone's talking about?
I think that fight, there's a big possible it happen by next year, because you know, I'm thinking that why Floyd Mayweather take his southpaw opponent for this fight, and maybe he's preparing for our battle. So,
Manny, what would you do different in this fight versus the other two fights you had with
it's big different, because when we had a last two fights, that's 126 pounds, 130 pounds, and then this fight is 144. So compare my strategy, my style before last 5 years ago. I think there's a big difference and big changes of my style. And it's gonna be a big difference, and I'm confident to do this fight.
Do you think Mayweather wants to fight? He's been talking about you more lately than before. And he said the other day that he's working on the biggest contract ever to make a fight with you. Do you feel that he sincerely wants to fight you?
Yes, I think so, because first, the reason, you know, maybe he get the southpaw opponent for his fight, his coming fight. Maybe that's the preparation for our fight. So it's kind of, you know.
Oh, you're welcome. But Manny, your legacy will not be affected one way or the other, whether you fight Mayweather or you don't. I mean, your legacy is established at this point, whether you fight Mayweather or not. Correct?
Yes. I'm already satisfied of what I have done in boxing, and I'm happy whoever my opponent is in the ring. I always consider him as an opponent, and I always consider it as a important fight to me. Either me, Floyd, or anybody, it doesn't matter. I already am happy, and I already accomplished, I think, everything in boxing.
So when would you know it's time to quit, now that you've accomplished everything that you wanted to?
It's gonna be not long.
You said recently that after a couple of more fights, you'll be finishing with boxing and going into Congress full time. Is that correct?
You know, it's good. It's a good thing right now, because in Congress, you know, it's not really hard work. There's no lot of work in Congress, and just less work in Congress, but because that's that's legislative. But if you are executive, like a mayor or governor, it's gonna be hard to you know to continue my boxing career because it's 7 days a week and 24 hours a day. It's gonna be a lot of work in the office. So
Now you said that
maybe by 2013 I'm running for governor, and it's gonna be hard for me to continue my boxing career. So I'm gonna
Governor Sarah
Governor,
Manning.
you will run for president one day?
That's the ultimate.
we'll never know. Nobody knows.
now you said
Governor of which city? Governor of which
my
province?
province.
Sarangani.
Now you said your career is gonna you're looking to hang it up soon. Is it that you're waiting for that big fight to happen with Mayweather and then call it a career?
Waiting for a big fight. If that fight happen or not,
No matter.
no matter.
It doesn't matter to you, but does it matter for your fans to see that fight?
Oh yeah.
Well, yes, millions of fans being eager to see that fight. I mean, but what are we gonna do if the fight, even we push hard and doesn't, it's not gonna be pushed through.
Manny, how did you get into singing? You're becoming like a very big singing sensation. What was your motivation with this?
Singing. I love music, and then every time I feel tired, and I just turn on my music and listen to music, and it's kind of the music is for me is energy. Every time I hear the music and I feel stronger.
Has anybody ever told you that you're a lousy singer? You're not a good singer?
I mean,
I'm not saying it, but I'm saying, did anybody ever have the nerve to sing?
I will tell you now, I'm not a good singer. I will tell you, I'm not a good singer, but I can sing, and then I love to hear songs, and because songs it's kind of for me it's a energy.
Who inspired you to sing?
Who inspired me to sing? No, I just love music.
You like more American music or Philippine music?
Both Philippine music and American music. Most American music.
Manny, when's the election for governor in Sarangani? Next year? Or 2013?
2013.
2013. And you committed to that, or you're thinking about it?
Yeah, committed to because we fix our group and the other group, and we change because my governor is our last term, and we're gonna change.
Manny, there are people out there that think you might have lost one, if not both, the first two fights. How important is it for you to lay a beating on Marquez, even knock him out, to really just make sure you get a convincing win on November 12th?
It's very important to me to finish all the doubts in the fans. And, I mean, I have to work hard, like what I said, train hard, because even I'm fighting with the same size with me, and I used to fight a bigger size than me. So, but this time it's kind of it's feel like maybe it's not that hard punch that you getting cuts in every fight.
Manny, another question. I know you're very generous and very respectful of other fighters, other people. I know that's part of your nature. And I know you're not focused on Floyd Mayweather. You have other opponents and you have your governmental duties. And yet, do you think that there have been obstacles that were put in the way of you fighting Floyd? I mean, do you feel as though there were obstacles that were put in the way of making that fight happen?
I don't know. I don't think there's an obstacle. It's his problem if he want to fight or not.
Would that be your message to Mayweather, that if he wants to fight, have his people talk to your people and make the fight happen next year?
I think the problem is that's why the fight is not happening, because he's asking for a big money, big work for the fight, which is it's hard to the promoter can give him guaranteed like that much.
As far as you know, how close or how far away was that fight from happening? I guess there's been supposedly 2 negotiations. He says 1, Bob says 2. How close has that fight been to being happened, as far as you know?
I don't know. I don't have idea, but right now I have to focus in my fight in November.
Manny, do you think he is preparing for you by fighting a southpaw like Victor?
Yeah, that's what I said a while ago, and I know he's preparing to fight me, and this is because he get a southpaw opponent for this fight.
But is there any comparison with you and Victor Ortiz? I mean, style other than being left-handed?
Victor Ortiz is he's a heavy puncher. I mean, he have a he's strong and heavy-handed.
Manny, to Mario.
He's you don't need to underestimate. You don't have to underestimate Ortiz, because he's strong, and there's big chance to Ortiz to win the fight.
Big chance?
Big chance.
In case Victor Ortiz wins, are you open to fighting him?
Oh yeah. We used to spar with Ortiz.
Yeah, I know your friends already.
You guys used to spar together. Do you think he knows any weakness that you may have?
I think both of us knows about our style.
Manny,
we spar not twice, not thrice.
How do you feel about Mayweather now? He's been retired. I mean, he's been out of the game for a while. His comeback with Victor Ortiz, do you think that he's slower, or that he's the veteran that people call him, that he doesn't have a chance against Victor?
He's what?
Do you think that Mayweather is like a little bit slower than a little bit slower?
because he's a little older now, 34.
I don't think it is a little slower. It depends how he train on this fight. If he train hard, I don't think it's slow. It depends how he train hard for this fight.
Manny, do you see yourself going up to another weight division for possibly a 9th world title? No more?
Only eight division.
Manny,
And I think that's hard. That's hard to accomplish. 8 division. It's not that easy.
Do you check mp8.ph, your official website, regularly?
MP8.ph.
Manny, the trainer Nacho Beristain said he thinks that you're distracted. Now you hear that every fight. That he says you're too much thinking about Congress. You're with music. You have other interests, business. He says you're not really focused as a fighter, and this is going to be a different. Is that something you're used to hearing from opponents?
Sometimes, for me as a fighter, rather than to hear bad things about me than to hear good things about me. It's kind of if I heard something bad things about me, eager to the fight.
2-minute warning, guys, or we're going to be starting the press conference.
But if my opponent is too nice and friendly and saying some good thing about me, in the ring, it's like when you get to the ring, like we're fighting, but not that like fire.
Gen Sand Warriors shaping up? Number 17, he's a good shooter. You ever see him play? Number 17 on the Gen Sand Warriors. But he doesn't pass the ball too often, I heard.
It's me.
1 minute, guys.
What do you think?
Yeah, Manny. Have you watched the HBO series 24/7 with Ortiz and Mayweather at all? With the Ortiz and Mayweather, the HBO 24/7 series.